I've been hooking up with my best friend's mom several times. The grandparents that raised me, from my mother's side, moved a few years ago in a small town and left me the apartment in the big city, the capital of the country. I visited them as often as I could and I still do. About 3 years ago, I went out on a summer Friday night to one of the few bars in there. I took my beer and went out on the terrace because I'm a smoker. All the tables were occupied, but this one had a lady staying alone at a table with 4 seats. Actually, there were 2 tables put together. I asked her if I can detach one and make it 2 tables for 2. She said I don't have to, I can just sit. She's finishing her glass of wine and she's leaving. I stayed. A bit later that night we had intercourse at her place. We exchanged phone numbers and that was it. I didn't stay there through the night. The following day I texted her because I liked it a lot. I mean, she was kinky as hell for a first one and I wanted to go for the second. After that kind of interaction, you either don't want to see the person again or it's more available. And I've got the upgrade. I will not go into that many details, but that lady is the dirtiest, in a good way, woman I've ever met. She's up for anything. So we kept going every time I went to visit my grandparents. While all the above was happening, in my town I changed jobs. And there I met a guy that got hired a few weeks after me. At some random office night out he sat next to me and we've talked a lot because the music was too loud to hear with other people. He was a gamer, like me. We were playing the same games, we have similar hobbies and so forth. We've played together over 1,000 hours in CSGO matchmaking and we've talked a lot. I found out quite quickly that his father left him and his mom when he was 5 yo, that he went for school in the US and that his mother lives in the same small town as my grandparents. Let's go together once, I've said. He goes to his mom around twice a year, because he has a complicated long-distance relationship. I go to my grandparents more often. Like 6 to 8 weekends/year. Anyway, things moved on, we even did 2 vacations together with our dates. But this effing week I told him I'm visiting my grands in the weekend for holidays because I will be unable to do it later in December. And he said he will join me, because of the same reasons. So he drove me on Friday evening and left me at my grandparents' home. Let's meet tomorrow, at my place, he said. 2 hours after my arrival, I messaged the lady and told her I'm in town. She replied and told me her son is visiting and she can't meet. In that moment I got a weird feeling through my body. It felt like a cold heat. I can't explain it. I was 90% convinced that Lucas is the son of Valerie, names are made up. The next day, before 11 a.m., he texted me that we are set for a barbecue. I asked for the address and he said that he will pick me up, we buy some meat and we go. I really wanted to know the address but I didn't insist on the matter. So yay, we're going there, I know the road, I know where he's taking me. My life. He opens the door, his mother is there and he literally says, "Hey mom, this is my bro." I felt like I need to throw up. He said the names, I shake her hand and I say, "Nice to meet you." The lady winked at me and she said, "I think we've met before." I was sweating bullets at this point. I shook my head, looked at Lucas, he was smiling, and I said, "Sorry, I can't remember, but it's possible." So we had barbecue lunch but what I want to add is that during the lunch she left the table, going to the toilet, I guess, and she texted me, "He is leaving on Sunday morning. Stay till Monday." The booner felt so awkward. I think I will make up a reason not to come back with Lucas and I will stay at least one more day. Also, needs mentioning, the woman is damn hot. He's kinky as hell and she's 90% match on my kinks. She even purchased an SX wing for better fun. I am unable to have a relationship more than 2 nights because the girls are too vanilla.